Final video. I know this unit or this section feels like we did a lot of videos, and we did. These are not quick problems to necessarily do or explain, so I wanted to be very thorough with them, and I also didn't want to overload you with information. Last problem. So if sine of A is negative 8/17 with A in quadrant 3 and cosine of B is 7/25 with B in quadrant 1, find tangent of A plus B. That's it. Cool. Now, this piece of information, or these two pieces of information, give you your triangles. So I'm going to draw my triangles first. I'm going to draw my A triangle first. All right. It says sine of A is negative 8/17 with A in quadrant 3. All right. So A, opposite is negative 8. Hypotenuse is 17. So if I do my calculator here, we're going to do 17 squared minus 64, 225. That should give me 15. Oops. Ooh, struggling. Perfect, 15. This will be a negative 15 because we are in quadrant 3, so just be aware of your signs. And then for triangle B, we have cosine of B is 7/25 with B in quadrant 1. So B is in quadrant 1. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. And I'm going to find that missing side here. So I'm going to do 25 squared minus 49, 576. That's a perfect square. I just don't remember which one. 24. Looks great. All right, everything's positive in B. All right, those are my two triangles. Now, as opposed to the last one where we had to find sine and cosine, we just have to find tangent here. So let's not do more work than we have to. So if you would like to find sine of A plus B, cosine of A plus B, and then divide them, you are more than welcome to. You will get the same answer. You should get the same answer. However, we do have a tangent formula, and it looks something like this. Tangent of A plus B is equal to tangent of A plus tangent of B. Okay, same signs up top. Over 1 minus opposite sign, tangent of A times tangent of B. All right, now if you're not up for memorizing the formula, you absolutely can do it the other way. It's just going to take you longer because you've got to find those two other problems. You've got to find sine of A plus B, cosine of A plus B. So I'm just going to use tangent here. If you would like, as your own exercise, try it by finding sine A plus B slash cosine of A plus B. All right, if you want a little bit of extra practice. All right, you should get the same exact answer we do. And then conversely, you can do that with the previous problem. But you could just do the tangent, make sure you got the same answer we did. All right, but this really isn't going to be so bad. So very similar to the previous problem, we're going to use tangents. So I'm going to find the tangent of A. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. So tangent of A is negative 8 over negative 15, or just 8 over 15. Tangent of B is going to be opposite 24 over adjacent 7. All right. Over 1 minus tangent of A, which we already actually found. So let's not double work it. Tangent of A is 8/15. And tangent of B is 24/7. All right, so I'm going to use my calculator for this. We can do it by hand, but you as well as I know that it's just going to take forever. So let's use our calculator. And I guess that's the benefit of doing sine of A plus B and cosine of A plus B, is that you wouldn't have to do some of this fractional math. So we have 8/15 plus 24/7. All right, and if you have a TI-84 plus, you can notice that I am putting the fractions in parentheses to add them. That's so it knows to keep those fractions together. All right, I'm not going to use that number. I'm going to change that to a fraction instead. I get 416 over 105. Much easier to do that with the calculator. And then on the bottom, same thing. I'm going to plug in what my bottom was. 1 minus 8/15. Oops. 8/15 times 24 divided by 7. All right. change it to a fraction. I get negative 29 over 35. All right, so we have two fractions being divided, so I'm going to keep change flip. Keep the first fraction, change the division to multiplication, and flip the second. All right, let's just multiply this out and see what we get. So I have 416 times 35. Ooh, 14,560. Nice. And then 105 times negative 29. I'll just put in the negative at the end. Negative 3045. All right, and then let's simplify this because this for sure can be simplified. So 14,560 divided by 3045. I'll shove a negative at the end. Let's see what I get. All right, negative 416 over 87. Wow. All right. So the numbers were a little hairy because we were dealing with some bigger numbers in general, those 24s, 25s, 15s, and 17s. A question like this I would not ask you on an exam in terms of like the numbers. I would ask you this type of question with smaller, more manageable numbers because this is a little bit of a monster. But that's how you get this answer. But once again, you could use sine of a plus b, cosine of a plus b. It's a little more work, but you should get the same result.